Another beautiful morning to you, my viewers. Today we'll be talking about breast cancer. Do you know that breast cancer is the leading cause of cancer among females in the world, even here in Nigeria? Let me ask you this, our mommy at home, our mamas all at home, all females, when was the last time you did your self-breast examination? Self-breast examination, raise up your hand. I know we are not in class, you're in your various homes. But in reality, you need to do a self-breast examination, because if this is a leading cause of cancer among females, then you need to check your breast at all times. Self-breast examination, you do it yourself. There are a lot of videos out there that will teach you how to do your self-breast examination. Now, in the last 3 decades, breast cancer had increased by over 300% in Nigeria, not in other parts of the country this time around. If it is increasing by 300%, do you know the numbers of people that will come down with breast cancer? So if this is a challenge, we need to find a way to prevent it. Early detection saves life. That is my slogan. That is why I'm bringing this to you this morning, to know that you need to take care of yourself. Our mommies at home, young ladies, you need to check your breast. So breast cancer is not limited to the older generation this time around. We started noticing even younger generations, young people having breast, they are also victims of this condition. So please do well to do your self-breast examination. Anytime you have anything, observable changes on your breast, do well to see the doctor. Visit the doctor for examinations and screening. Now, I would like to talk about what's the risk factors for breast cancer. One of the risk factors is a genetic predisposition when it runs in the family. When you realize that your mom or someone in the family is diagnosed of cancer before, or someone died because of breast cancer, you need to check yourself. Another thing is late awareness. For you to go to the hospital and you realize that something is wrong with your breast and you presented late to the hospital, that's a bad sign. You need to go to the hospital on time. Don't wait until you observe changes in your breast. All of a sudden your nipple started going inside. When you examine the nipple and you realize that, the mouth of the nipple, there's a changes around the areola. You know, the areola of the breast, the dark spot on the middle of the breast, there's a changes there, or you realize that there are discharge coming out of your breast. This time I'm also trying to talk about the signs you will note about your breast. Or you notice a significant difference in the sizes of your breast, or you realize that you have pain in your breast. You have it's so tender that when you touch it, you feel pain. So those are the things you need to look out for. So for breast cancer, across from a developed breast for a lady of 18, because it depends, because a lady of 18 might not even have a large breast already, but it's something you need to note. As soon as you have breasts, you need to check and examine your breast if you see any sign. And the male too are not exempted from breast cancer. The male too do have breast cancer. So when you have anything wrong with your breast, you observe any pain, any disturbance, any secretion, you need to go to the hospital on time to evaluate yourself, to check out the possible cause of this. So, and the prognosis or your treatments will be better when you are detected on time. When you detect this on time, it helps you to get better, and it would also allow the doctors to be able to do the right thing for you on time. So what are we going to the next thing I'm going to talk about now is how do we prevent this. I've talked about prevention the other time. Prevention is regular screening and public awareness, and that is why I'm here today, to make you to create awareness on breast cancer. A lot of women are dying of breast cancer. We don't want our women to die young. Even those that are old, we don't want them to die prematurely. So ensure you check your breast every day, at least, not every day, at least regularly, in a week, in every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. Ensure you check your breast all the time. So that is it about breast cancer. Another aspect I want to talk about in breast cancer is that many a times we think we run away from treatments. As soon as the doctor says you have a breast cancer, the next thing is that you are going to pray, you believe in miracle. Yes, I'm a Christian, I believe in miracle. Miracles can happen. So, but we do not need to run away from the doctors. You need to sit back and look for a way treatment to get better. Yes, a lot of people have experiences where God has done, but it is not everybody that will receive the healing. That's the truth and the reality. I'm not saying you will not receive healing if you have it. What I'm trying to say is that when you go to the hospital and they detect on time, you need to start receiving treatment. I have numbers of people that were detected on time, but they believe in prayers, they've gone and nothing happened. It is not because God has not had them, but it is because they did not seek treatment on time. Of course, there are people, and it depends on the stage too. I would use this privilege to talk about the stages of breast cancer. We have stage 0 to 4. Stage 0 to 4. Stage 0, the cancer is still within the breast. It has not spread yet. It's still within the breast. So when it comes to stage 1, it is still in the breast, but there's what we call lymph node. It has started spreading to some areas of the lymph nodes, and there's a lymph node around our armpit here. We call it the axillary lymph nodes. That's where it starts spreading to gradually. So in stage 2, it is now affecting. It is still increasing. As you progress the stages, the size of the cancer increases. So it is increasing in size. It's affecting more lymph nodes. And when it comes to stage 3, it is becoming very massive, affecting the chest wall. That is the wall of the chest. It will be affecting the lungs gradually. So the walls of the lungs, affecting the ribs and the other areas. When it gets to stage 4, it will start sending some of these cancerous cells to other parts of the body. It can be the spine, it can be the brain, it can be the liver, it can be any part. We call it metastasis. It will now metastasize to other parts of the organ, and this will be deadly. So depending on the stage you are diagnosed of, early detection saves life. So when you go early and you do not allow it to spread, it starts spreading before you start taking action, that would help you get better on time. So it is the reason for this topic today is for awareness. It's for awareness, and for those who have, before it progresses to stage 4, you need to start receiving treatment on time. And for those that have one challenge or the other with their breast, please kindly seek care. Care is very important so that we will not lose our mothers, our sisters to breast cancer. So thank you very much for your time today. Before I leave, I want you to know that breast cancer is common, is increasing over the last 2 decades. Can you see that it has increased by statistics and research by 300%? My sisters at home, my mothers, young youths, female youths, please check yourself. Our mothers at home, even our elderly ones, please check your breast. So I want us to also be healthy. That is why I'm saying this, and I also want us to be aware of the fact that these things are happening. They won't write it on the front head of anybody that you will have. You need to get yourself tested. Screen yourself at all times. Early detection saves life. So thank you very much for listening to me this morning again on Galaxy TV. So if you have questions, you can do well to reach out to us on our social media platform, and you can also do well to call us via our phone numbers rolling on your screen. Have a lovely day ahead. God bless you.